Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm just jumping on here today, trying to stay in the game. The way I feel right now, this is the part of fibromyalgia I hate the most, because you don't feel the damage or whatever you're doing to your body as you're doing it. So when I did all that shopping yesterday, I'm paying for it today. And I'm a little bit down. Who is that out there? Shout out. How you doing? I see one head. All I can see is the head. I can't. Anyway, I had a productive day yesterday going to Walmart, and so I'm proud that I got stuff done. Cause hi Elisa, how you doing? Yeah, I got a major flare, and that's the problem with this condition. I look the same. Don't look like I'm having a major flare, but it's a major flare because I did extremely a lot in terms of fibromyalgia. Other people, that would just be a normal day and just went shopping at Walmart. But me traveling on the bus, then going back and forth in the store. That store is like a block long, so you walk from one aisle to another. You don't walk 2 blocks just in the store alone. So I always have to have a mobility card just to get through Walmart. And child, Walmart had some drama yesterday, and it's something that I would never have expected in a little small hick town like this. It's crazy. As a matter of fact, I'm from Chicago, and I ain't never seen nothing like that break out in the hood Walmarts. So I didn't actually see the actual fight, but they was talking about it all throughout the store. And I don't know what the problem was, what the cause of it, but that was a trip. Anyway, back to right now. I feel like shit, y'all. I knew I was gonna pay. I knew it was gonna, show up at some point, and I get frustrated. The days like today. Hey, Joseph, thank you. Every time I least expect a compliment, because I sure didn't feel like. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. You have chronic back. Yeah. Thank you, Joseph McDonald and Elisa. Yeah, both my knees are jacked up. Both my knees are jacked up, and you can't see that. That's why, when people look at me crazy because I can walk and they don't actually see a cane. Well, you don't see that I got 2 fucked up knees. And really, the hardest part about this mobility chair is I have to get up out this chair. You gonna give me a hand and help me get up out this chair? Cause both my knees jacked up and you can't see that I actually need it. It's a trip. People have to see your condition. It's a trip. And sometimes I used to carry my cane just so I could be accommodated for what I need. Cause if I don't carry it, people look at you crazy. Why you need that? Well, check this out. I'm bona fide certified. See that? They don't pass these out like candy. Disabled. I'm disabled. It's a disability. You just can't see it. So I'm trying not to slip into my normal depression because I slept all today away. It was a beautiful sunny day. That's why I really wanted to, stay awake so I could put my solar motion sensor light up, because I don't know what the weather's gonna be like the rest of the week. And then I'll get frustrated again because of that. Oh man, I lost out on 2 days a chance to put the light up, and then tomorrow it dropped down cold and I can't do nothing. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here today and check in, let y'all know what I'm doing. See, I'm getting my herbs together. I bought this cilantro. I hope that you don't need that. And I'm like, it's like he didn't want to accept, you know, that I'm getting older and, you know, crippled. And I don't need a cane to actually walk. I need a cane to help me get the fuck up out of the chair, out your car that you know, offering to take me around in. The hardest part of that is getting out that motherfucker. Okay, I need that motherfucker to get out. Stop taking my cane, and he'll take it from me and I'll forget about it and then need it. Okay? It's crazy. People try to peg you into their idea of what they want you to be, and it's like, okay, accept the reality. I'm getting older. Things are happening to me. You have to accept it. Anyway, one of the things I didn't want to do that I kept doing, because I had picked so many herbs from my community garden and even from my backyard, and what kept happening to me is what is happening to me right now. I am so exhausted from what I did yesterday. So I would be so exhausted from me picking the herbs and then leave them out. And when I wake up the next day, they all dried up and shriveled up. And then I'll be frustrated because now that work I spent harvesting them was for nothing because I was too exhausted to follow through the whole process. So I'm forcing myself mentally, even though I am absolutely exhausted. And I really didn't want to come on here, to be truthfully honest. I was like, forget this, I ain't going to do this. I'm going back to bed because that's how bad I feel. But I said, you know what, you need to start showing yourself at your worst so that people can understand that you could be worse even though you look good and smiling. This is a crap day for me. I'm really flared up. Super flared up from fibromyalgia. So I want to try to hurry up and get my herbs cut up, chopped up, and transplanted. And I'm glad y'all joined in. That helped me be accountable. Because if it wasn't nobody watching, I'd just gone back to bed. Fuck this shit. But I don't want to do that. Yeah, Elisa, I'm glad you feel me. So this is another thing I wanted to point out that I didn't get to show y'all in my food haul that I put up yesterday. Look at these tied basil. These are just as tied as they want to be. And to think that I had a whole garden full of them, I just could kick myself that I didn't figure out a way to, I didn't try to transplant them or keep growing them because I just thought, okay, I'll just grow some indoors and see, which I am going to do. I'm definitely going to be growing me some basil indoors, but I know even if I put the seeds in today, I can't have no fresh smell of basil in my mango salsa today. Even if I plant the seeds today, it's going to be a minute before they get here. So I broke down, paid that $2 for this basically like, I mean about 10 leaves. What? 10 leaves, now I done dropped them all on the floor. Anyway, 10 leaves that's just as tired as they want to be. $2 for that. And to think I had a whole yard full of them. I had a whole row of just basil. And I messed up because I got spoiled today. I just going out there and pick a few, put it in my meal, keep it pushing. I didn't think, yeah girl, because let me show you something. You really need to do it. Anybody who sees this video, please consider trying to grow something just one time, just so you can have the feeling and knowledge of that. Let me show y'all these onions. Girl, the onions is doing so good. I done chopped off the tops Here they go. I chopped off the tops. Here they go. I'm finna put them in my mango salsa right now. But I want you to see the plant itself. Hold on a second, y'all. If you ever get into growing and starting to garden, the most beautiful thing you want to see is roots that are white. Look how beautiful that is. That's what you want to see. The plants I was growing last year, as I was learning about it, it was in the dirt. But they wanted you to check, to check on the health of your plant. The test is to see how white the roots are. Look how beautiful and white these roots are. And I mean, I'm just fascinated because I'm talking no bending over on the ground outside, low back pain, trying to dig up no onions. All I'm doing is set it in a jar of water. If you can't manage to do that, put some water. Hey, cold as ice princess. Put some water in the jar. If you can't do that one, I can understand if you don't want to be digging in no dirt and all that kind of stuff. Cause I think I ain't gonna speak it into existence. But I kind of wanna stop the outdoor growing. Well, I ain't gonna say I wanna stop. I'm just discouraged by it because I do have the low back pain now. And down the woods, you asked me, did I get rid of it? No. My knee recovered, my shoulder recovered from that fall I had, but my back didn't. The low back pain, it seemed like it's here to stay. And so that's discouraging when I'm trying to grow outside. I can't bend down and dig up stuff and be maintained and pulling weeds and stuff. I can't do it. So I guess if I do decide to grow outside again, it definitely have to be a raised bed. I can't be doing that bending over. But this right here, anybody who say they can't just put some water in a jar, this is a spaghetti jar. Ragu, get you a jar. Put some water in it and watch some plants grow. Watch some plants grow. This is fascinating to me. And had I known this before now, I would have been doing this. Been doing it. You would have seen plants all in all my windowsills. I never knew. But now that I know, you know, once you know better, you do better. It's like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I just, I'm fascinated. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't tilling this all by themselves. Without my help, they growing. They growing. And, I kept on reading up, what other plants work like that. So, hunty. I went and got some more. So, basil is one you can do like that. So, here go one of my stems. I done took all the leaves off. That's gonna go in my mango salsa. Woo! Ain't nothing like fresh food. Oh, that smells so good. But guess what? This one going in a jar in my greenhouse to join some company in the greenhouse. Ginger can help with my knee. Okay, I ain't know that. Okay, I'm gonna put some of that ginger in my moringa tea then. Get it on and pop it. Thanks for that tip. But anyway, anybody who said they can't grow, if you can't grow like this, if you can't grow like this, I know something. Yeah, but you know what? Coldest Ice Princess, I have not been experiencing inflammation since I started eating the Sabi way. Inflammation is gone. That's part of my knee problem that is gone. I used to have so much inflammation in my knees, it would be burning and searing, just miserable. Like now, me sitting in this chair, it would be misery. I don't have no inflammation now. When you eat Alkaline, and I take Dr. Sabi cell food every day along with my food, I don't have the inflammation, but I do still have them grind. My knees still grind against each other, bone to bone. So I have pain, but I don't have that inflammation. I don't have that inflammation anymore. But I still would want to drink some tea, because shit, if that helped me build some cartilage back in that area, because my body stopped having to address the fibromyalgia issues, my knees might just recover and heal themselves. So, you know, I'm going to take your advice. I want to drink it in the tea. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Especially now I got some mint to do it with. Woohoo! Mint tastes good with that moringa tea, so I'm glad I got hip to that. But anybody, if y'all can't do this and grow you some food, I don't know what's wrong with you. Stick the food in some water and watch it grow. I did. I seen it with my own eyes. I ain't talking what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. So hold on, I'm finna go put them back in their house. But it's a shame. It's a shame. I spent $2 on these tired looking basil. My basil I grew outside look way better than that. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and plant some basil in my greenhouse, and they won't be getting another $2 out of me for 6 little tired leaves that look like that. That won't happen again. But I done got spoiled to fresh food, so I like the fresh food. So I'm just cutting off all the leaves. And then I'm gonna put a diagonal cut on the bottom with a razor blade, and I'm gonna do it close to this right here, this nodule right here, because that's what's gonna stimulate the next row of leaves if it roots. And I'm getting ready to go put her with their friend. My basil, they did fabulous. Yeah, it had the $2, okay? If I go by how much I got in this package for $2, do you know how much basil? I had about $200 worth of basil out there in my yard. Ignorance, I ain't know. I did not know. And I swear, I would have hurried up and cut some clippings off of there and got some more going had I known. You know, since it was the end of the growing season, I just yanked up the roots, because it wasn't hard to grow. It grew real well here. And I think it's because I have a southern sun. So my basil did the best. They showed out. And I didn't even know basil had flowers. At the end, the flowers came. You know, so I like the whole experience of finding out how things grow, because they got pretty little flowers. The basil plant has pretty little lilac flowers that came along later on. Yeah, I'm definitely sorry I had to pay for these sorry, lame, fresh, gourmet But anyway, this is how you transplant. Stimulate them to grow. I cut off all the leaves. That's here. Anyway, that's here gonna be in my mango salsa, and the reason why I brought y'all in live is to push myself, to keep pushing myself to finish, because I don't want to wake up and see these sorry leaves dried up and can't do nothing with them. I don't want them dry. I want them fresh and green in my mango salsa. So hold on a second. No, you don't have to put it in the window. And in fact, I got to do some more research, but somebody came on and commented that if you put it in the direct sun, that it could grow algae. The light will cause algae to grow, which won't harm the plant, but it just looks ugly. So that person suggested that you put a piece of brown paper bag around the bottom so the roots won't show. But I think that's all. I mean, that's all I'm gonna do. That's why I bought the bag of brown paper bag for $2. I'm just put it around the bottoms of the jars and go from there. I didn't know who to believe, because the video that I was watching that said you could do it, it was a computer animated generated type of, the animated video didn't really explain about the roots. And I do know from growing last year how important the roots are. They're not really supposed to be exposed to light. So I was wondering how it was possible for them to grow where they did it. It grew. My onions grew with the light. It didn't damage them, and those roots are beautiful and white. But just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and put the brown paper bag around the bottom and go from there. And meanwhile, the onions that grew in just 1 week, that's going in here for some mango salsa. But I can't believe the looks of that. That's what I got out the box, paying $2 for. Really? My basil was standing up strong, bathing, and yeah, that was 1 week. You hear me? When I first bought those onions, they didn't even last to the next day. I came and looked at them and they had flopped over the top. I said, well, I ain't gonna let that go to waste. So I just chopped it off and put it in my mango salsa. Now, I really wasn't expecting anything, and I forgot about them. I hadn't paid no attention. And then I came back in that room and the stalks had reached the top of that greenhouse. I said, oh my God, that's incredible. That's incredible to me. I never expected, it to shoot up and shoot out. They showed out. So, I thought I had damaged them because I just chopped them off the top like that. I figured, okay, I hope they survive that big chop off. Yes, they did. They survived that big chop off, and not only survived, showed out. That's a lot of onion. I would have spent $1 or $2 at least to get that much in the store again, right? So I done already doubled my investment. I spent $1 on the first bundle. Now I'm going on the second bundle that it grew. So didn't I just double my money? Right? So to me, it makes sense. It just makes sense to try to grow something where I only invested $1, some tap water out my sink, a jar already had from some ragu spaghetti sauce, and now I done grew me another batch of onions that I love. I love the green onions the best out of all the onions. I love onions anyway, but green onions is what I love the best because it's a mild flavor. Let me smell it. Oh, that smells so good. All those aromas. Ooh, I love basil. All that fresh in my mango salsa. Cause I tried it with the dried spices. I thought it wouldn't be any different. Basil is basil. But when I made my mango salsa and put the basil leaves out the, containing dried leaves, it ain't the same. I got the basil taste so I could taste what was in there, but that smell and aromas, it ain't no comparison. Fresh food is always better to me than dried food. But dried food, I want to learn how to do it right, because that's the way you can have those foods still beyond the growing season. So I definitely want to learn how to do that. Like I said, this is me trying to stay in the game, because the way I feel right now, the feeling that I have right now is what made me want to give up living. I just like would beg God, like, why did you wake me up? You know, don't just let me go, because I didn't want to walk around life like that. But this is life. I'm trying to create a new life, a new way for myself, so that I don't feel that way. So today is a reminder. It smells marvelous. Oh my God, that smells so good. Yeah. And see, I never did it with the cilantro, because I couldn't find no cilantro. So because of you, I got cilantro. And I'm gonna try to grow that too. So you see how just being in the water, that's keeping them fresh. Don't put it in the refrigerator, just put them in some water. Yeah, that depression ain't no joke. I get it now. I never used to get depression as a younger person. I used to have to argue with doctors about whether or not I had depression when I was seeking a diagnosis for ADD. They swear down as depression. No, that's anxiety. Anxiety. And so it wasn't 2 years later that I realized they still on the same spectrum as far as brain and brain health. Anxiety and depression, it stems from the same place in the brain. So that's what I'm trying to beat depression right now today. I'm depressed about having had to go to Walmart. My son, my children, my two oldest children are the worst offenders and disrespect of other people's time. And they always try to make the argument as though it's me. It's not me. It's you. It's you, where you done pegged me into just 15 minutes. They both will peg me into 15 minutes, and I feel like the clock is ticking, tick, 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 tick. And that's stress to me, to try to remember everything I'm supposed to be doing in this little frame they put you in. And so that's why I let that video roll, because I want them to see how they sound to themselves. You know, how dare he tell me what was important in that Harbor Freight bag, and that it wasn't more important than his phone. Really? He gonna eventually see, when it's all said and done, even though he couldn't see it then, why it was so important to get the little things that I had in my bag. He gonna see it blossom into investment that doubles and triples my initial money. The little $15 I invest into, insulating it back there, and he starts seeing the plants grow. Yeah, then he ain't gonna be able to come at me and talk about what's more important. No. And I'm gonna remind him. Remember when you said it wasn't important for me to get that little bag of stuff from Harbor Freight? No, you can't join in on the harvest. You wasn't participating in the work that was put in before the harvest came. He gonna learn. And what I could never really get to explain to my family. You would think they'd be the most understanding, but your family is the least understanding. And especially my family still want me to be the me I used to be back in the day, and that's never gonna happen. The gravity still continues. The clock keeps going forward. It's not gonna go back. So you have to adjust to me. And both of my oldest children got it bad. How you could tell me about me? You can't tell me nothing about me. You don't get that privilege. that's not something that's going to be extended to you ever. I'm going to always be your superior, your authority. I wish I would tell my 83-year-old auntie what to do with her life. And I'm 55. I would not dare. Excuse me, she 87. I got to call her too. See how she doing. That's my favorite relative out of all the relatives I have. 87 years old, full of life. I wish I would fix my lips to tell her what to do with her life. How I supposed to be doing something. My two oldest got that bad. You cannot tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay? And I regret having this major flare because my child ain't here to see how you, because you wouldn't want to take an hour to go to 3 places for me because you have a car, and if you would have taken me, it would only took 1 hour, but because I'm not beholden to no one and never going to be beholden to someone, I got up bright and early yesterday morning and got my shit done with no assistance. But now I feel like shit. So instead of something taking 1 hour, because you got to hit 3 places for me to help me out, it took all day yesterday, and it took all day today, sleeping the day away to recover from that. And that's that's what depresses me the most. I hate when I lose whole days like that, because, you know, when I woke up, the first thing I thought about, oh, I fucked up the herbs, you know, and then I can't explain to nobody, well, you know, I'm like that because I just went grocery shopping. Yeah, so, you know, that's when the depression comes in for me, is, you know, when I have to go through the flare. So I'm in a major flare right now because I extended myself yesterday. I took care of my business, so that's the important point. That's the bottom line. I'm not one of them. I'm not no damsel in distress. I need to be rescued. Sister girl took her own damn self for free, and did what she had to do. So I'm not dependent on nobody in that sense. But had you just had a different attitude, instead of you pegging me into your 15 minutes, you should have had the mind frame. I know my mama always had 2-3 things. Even though she say 2 things, it's gonna be 1 more. I'm just gonna prepare myself for that 1 more. I'm gonna give her an hour so she can do the 2-3 things, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. No, you want me to squeeze everything into the 15 minutes that you're allowing me to disrupt your life, but you won't look at the fact that me sitting at home for hours waiting for your phone to come, that took away from my things that I had planned that day, and that it continued on into the next day, me having to deal with some shit for you. Okay, and then it's sidetracked from the shit I'm supposed to do. We get into that blowout where so now I'm paying for not being able to do those tasks in 1 hour because it took an hour just to go on the bus to that place. But believe me, I'm not too good to get on the bus. That 1 hour to get there, that don't bother me. You know, because I'm independent. I'd rather do for myself instead of somebody taking credit for what they do for me. No, that's me taking care of myself. I don't need you. All I need is God. God got my back. He got me. He took care of me to go to that store and get back safely. You know, because that commotion that happened in Walmart, shit, that could have been somebody shooting. And that's the last day you seen me. And I wouldn't have never had to be there had you not had the right mind frame and just say 1 hour. Okay, Ma, I'll give you this hour. So they don't see none of this. And by the time tomorrow come, I'm going to be done forgot, because I don't hold grudges and hold on to stuff. And that's why I let it out and release it so it don't continue to hurt my body. You know? And that's with anybody, cold as ice, princess. It be people that do you like that ain't even no kin to you. But yeah, it's particularly frustrating when your family do you like that. You know, because they impatient. They don't want to wait that hour. That's too much for them. But, and don't get me wrong, let me put this disclaimer out. Both my kids will do for me. Go over and beyond the Call of Duty trying to do for me. But they both bad about this ideation about how that should happen. And you know, both of them thought they could tell me what to do. No, you can't tell me how to do things for me. I know myself better than you. And people's biggest problems, especially them two, stem from how you have projected what you think I'm gonna do before it even happened. And my granddaughter got it bad. It's already a new one with that mindset of, yeah, so no, don't think for me. It ain't nothing you can do to control the how and way I do things. The only thing you can control is yourself. So tell yourself the next time you volunteer to say, yeah, I want to do something for you, Ma, hold yourself to what you say yes to. Because when you say yes to stuff and you really don't want to do it, that's disaster. That's disaster. I stopped that. You know, when I was younger, Oprah had a show on A-type personalities. Well, there's an E-type personality. They had brought that up. E is trying to do everything for everybody. You can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. If you know, and I would say that's the one good thing about fibromyalgia that came along. I would tell your ass no in a minute. Hell no, that's too much. I ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry. But when I was younger, I couldn't say no. And so that's what I was trying to impress upon my child, my grown child. You should not have said yes. When I talked to you on the phone, you agreed to do this thing. It ain't like I hounded you down. You offered, I accepted, and you agreed to do that. Okay? Don't come at me all crazy because your car, you done drove it over some hump or something and it's loud now. I didn't put that on you. So don't stress me because of your situation and don't impress on me what I should be doing. Only control yourself. Even my little granddaughter, she got that bad. And she cute as she is, she gonna run into problems in life, sitting up there trying to think for you. That's overthinking. The only person you can think for is yourself. That's all. So you know yourself, and you know that you upset about your car. Say no, Ma, I can't help you right now. This car done fell, doggone muffler done fell off. I gotta address that. And guess what Mom gonna say? Cool. You know, I'll be disappointed, but hey, it's cool. Because, you know, that's the one child when other things ain't going, that's the one child when other things ain't stressing him out. He caters to me, and so I give him a whole lot of credit. I'd rather go to him to a Walmart than anybody else, because my daughter's a shame. She's so controlling, and she can't help herself. She genetically touched by that, because her dad was the same doggone way, and now the grandbaby is. But my son, thank goodness he was raised by me. He got some of that mellowed out. And so he do, you know, when he ain't got nothing else stressing him, he do cater, you know. He'll sit there for an hour or drop you off and come back an hour later without no problem and take you 2-3 places. But last night became a hot mess because he really didn't want to do that. And what he should have said is no. No, I really don't want to take you anywhere because I'd be exhausted when I get off of work. I just don't be up to it. Now you putting both our lives at risk because you falling asleep at the wheel because you just didn't say no. You irritable and agitated, and now stuff flying out your mouth you really didn't mean, you know. But because you irritable and agitated for saying yes to something you really didn't want to do. So that's a life lesson for everybody. Don't ever say yes to stuff you really don't want to do. If you don't really want to do it, just say no. And fibromyalgia, that's like the only good thing that came about. I'll tell your ass no in a minute. Oh, hell no. No, I'm not doing that one. No, I'm not gone yet. You can't see me, cold as ice princess. I hope I didn't lose you. Elisa, you still out there? Did I lose y'all? Uh-oh, and I lost my music at the same time.
Imagine singles, check out thesounddrop.com.
Are you still there, Coldest Ice Presser? Elisa, you still there? Okay, well, I don't know who's still there, and I don't want to talk y'all ears off. I do find, I wish I was like one Sexy Tina one sometimes, because she don't never run out of things to say. I can talk, I can carry a conversation, but I'm not a chatterbox, and I run out of things to say. Oh, I'm going in and out. Okay. That's my suck internet service. That is my suck internet service. So I can't control that, but I am glad that you know, once I, you know, finish the video, it does readjust itself, and you don't really see all those skips. I hope it's a clear enough picture to have a decent video, because there's some things that I wanted to keep real with people. I feel like shit right now. I feel like shit because I'm in a major flare-up of fibromyalgia, having went yesterday to Walmart just to shop for groceries. And I slept all today away, so now I'm just now getting around to getting my herbs together, and I don't want to mess that up. So I see it's 3 of y'all out there. I appreciate all 3 of you. Oh, thank you. Every time I tell y'all, every time I think I'm not dressed up and I didn't really do anything, I get a compliment. My son gave me a compliment yesterday about my hair. I was surprised because I was covering it up with the little leopard hat because it wasn't combed. When I took the hat off, he said, yeah, I like that style. It's like from the 90s. I didn't know what he was referring to, because I didn't think my hair was any kind of way because I had took the hat off. But I got a compliment yesterday, so thank you for the compliment. But yeah, I'm easily distracted, so I'm gonna go ahead and focus on finishing these herbs up and get my mango salsa going. Y'all have already seen how to make it, so I ain't gonna bore y'all with that again. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out this video so I can finish what I'm doing, because I'm not a multitasker. I'm not really good with that. Waves on swim? What that mean, Coldest Ice? Waves on swim? Waves? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, I love you. Big hug to you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'd rather have 3 people like you than 10,000 others. So being, oh, my waves of my hair. Oh, okay. So yeah, being that I'm a techie and I understand how precious if even one person see your video out of millions and billions of videos that go up every minute on YouTube. I know it's divine the way we cross each other's paths, and I am blessed to have you 3 to join me today. So special shout out to you, Deb, Elisa, and Coldest Ice Princess. I love y'all. Thank you for joining me. I'm finna get on out here and finish up my mango salsa, and it's fresh. I love it when it's fresh. So peace and love. Till I see you again in the next video.